Hi, I'm Adrian Novell from Geek Squad. Today, I'm going to be going through the brand new Samsung Galaxy S4 handset for you, so you can see exactly what you get in the box, a full spec list, as well as getting you fully set up on the device, so you've got things like your Facebook and your emails already working, and you can get your favourite apps on there in no time whatsoever. So here we have the Samsung Galaxy S4 all boxed up and ready to go. What I'm going to do for you quickly is just go through all the specs on the actual box itself, so you know really what you're getting inside too. First thing you'll notice is the LTE, which is 4G here in the UK. And also it's a 1.9 GHz quad-core processor, and that also means we've got a full HD Super AMOLED screen, which means all your videos will play back in high quality 1080p. They've also ramped up the battery to compensate for all of these extra features they've put in there. So let's unbox it and see what we've actually got inside. First thing I'll notice, I've got the Black Mist version here. It's also available in Frost White. As with the previous model, I think Samsung have made the black a little bit blue, which I quite like. First impressions of the device are great. You can see that they've really stepped up their game on build quality, and although it's a similar size to the S4, you can really tell a lot of work's gone into it. You'll notice a lot of the same features are in the same place, like you've got the headphone jack here at the top, volume keys on the side here, USB port on the bottom, and your home and power button there on the side. You'll also notice that the camera has slightly moved positions from the S3, with the flash moving from the side and the speakers down to the bottom. Also, with the weight of the unit, you can really feel that it's just that little bit lighter than the S3, but it has so much more packed into it. So let's put the phone aside for a second and just see what Samsung have given away with this unit. So we'll just pull up this little tab here and you can see there's a whole heap of accessories underneath. First off, you've got the standard Samsung travel adapter, which you can simply pull out, click in this little section here, and it's a good wall charger, ready for your USB cable to go in the top and be able to charge all your devices. Next, you've got the standard USB cable. Quite plain and simple now, but a nice clean white finish on it, which is USB on one side and just a micro USB slot on the other. Next we've got a pair of Samsung headphones. I'm just going to pull them open. You can see they're very similar to the S3 giveaway ones, but they've improved them slightly with things like an answering and a volume up and down on that now. They feel like a really nice solid pair of headphones and I can't wait to give them a try. So what I'll do is show you quickly how to use your accessories. The headphones, quite simple. You've got your 3.5 jack here that you can simply just plug into the top on here. You feel a little click when they're in there, so you can listen to your music on the go. When you're done, simply pull them out. With your charger, some of you might be new to this whole system of the two-stage charger, but again, it's quite easy to do. With the little USB logo pointing outwards, you can just plug that into the top there, and that goes into your wall. The other end is what's called a micro USB plug, and again, with the logo pointing upwards, you can just plug that into the bottom of the device just here. Again, it will give you some sort of notification as and when it's charging on the screen. It's really quite a nice thing they put in there. But now that we're done with that, what I'll do is I'll just push these to the side. And now we can actually go through the device for you. You may notice that it looks very similar to the Galaxy S3, although what they've done is they've stepped up the screen, whereas the S3 had a 4.8 screen, this now has a 5. So you can really see they've decreased the borders and it looks a lot more pleasing to the eye. They've also improved the sensors up here at the top, and also the camera. It's now a 2.1 megapixel camera, which includes with all those smart features they've packed into this device. Round on the back here, we've got a nice 13 megapixel camera. It's a really nice unit, but now let's get it powered on and I can show you how to actually set it up. So the first thing we need to do for the setup is just remove the back. There's a little slot for your nail just here, so simply work your finger in there, and the back will simply just click off like that. Next thing we need to do is put the SIM card in. To do that, you just remove the battery, get your micro SIM card and just pop it in a little slot just here. You'll hear a little click once it's in there and then it won't come back out. Then simply re-add your battery, making sure it's all lined up perfectly. Then reattach the back by lining it up and just squeezing around the outside, and you'll feel some clicks and that'll all be back on there for you. Now we can flip it over. Pressing this button here will power it up for the first time, so let's see what we get. First thing is the Samsung logo and the model number. You leave that for a few seconds and this will be its boot up. They're quite quick now, but they are very nice. Also showcase the Samsung logo. Once this has gone through, we'll get the default setup menu, which we're going through several options. First one will be the language, so we can just click next. Once this loads through, it will be asking you to connect to a Wi-Fi network. If you don't want to do this, you can again simply click next. Okay. Next, it will see if you want to register the time and the date with your network settings. Most of the time this will work perfectly for you, so it means you never have to adjust your clock again. Really handy. So next again, and then it's your generic terms and conditions. So again, just simply tick the box and then yes. Then it's asking you if you want a Samsung account. That's something they've really improved in this system, so I'd recommend signing up for one, but for the sake of this, we're just going to skip it. Then it's got your Gmail, so you can simply sign into that, but again, we'll show you how to do that in a bit. Now going through the device, it is asking you several permissions to go through it, so you can just click through them as well. It'll ask you your first and last name to help personalise the device, so I'm just going to put in demo. So now that's in, we can just click next, and it will register the device under that name, so in case it's found, it will show that name. It'll ask you to sign up for online storage Dropbox, but again we can skip that for now. Going through, it'll ask you to turn on or off all the exciting new features, and you can just see through there, and there's the whole smart stay from the previous one. There's also smart pause, voice control, air gesture, as well as S-Beam and air view. So we'll just click through next on them. And now it's asking us if we want this to confirm this is our device name, so I'll just finish that off. Now we've got the home screen. This will load up the default interface, which includes a very nice weather and clock widget just up here. The first thing you'll notice is Samsung have preloaded some really helpful icons for you. First one is your email shortcut, then your camera, Samsung apps and the Play Store. We'll go a bit more in depth with them later. First thing I'm going to do is just tap your apps button just down here, which will open up everything that's installed on the device, similar to a start bar on a computer. So we'll tap that open. First thing I want to show you is something that Samsung have introduced with this one, which is Samsung Hubs. So we can click that, and it will open up straight into a large, nice looking shopping. So you can swipe across to get to different categories. So you've got your music, your videos, as well as books, all on this really nice screen. So I'm just going to press the home button to get straight back to the beginning. And then what I'm going to show you is one of the features they've got, which is air gesture. So I'm just going to go to an internet page for that. So opening that up, and then to scroll, all you can simply do is wipe your hand up and down the device. It's really quite cool, and it means there's not going to be many smudgy fingerprints on your actual home screen. The next app Samsung have introduced for this one is S Health, so I'm just going to open that one up. It's got an icon of a little green running man. When you first open it up, it will ask you to do quite a lot of form filling, so I'm just going to go through all of this. It's things like your age, your height and your weight and your target weight. Okay, once that's filled in, you'll simply get a nice little menu here, which has a load of really cool options. I've just had a little flick through them, so I'll take you through them now. First of all is the walking mate. You can tap that, and it's essentially a GPS tracker that will work out how far you've walked in a day, and then work out all your calories and things like that. The next one is exercise mate. You can open that one, and it will essentially the same thing, but it will work out for any exercise, not just walking. Next one we've got is the food tracker. This is a great nifty little feature that you can add your meals a day, including pictures, and it will work out the calories for you with a bit of input. And then it helps literally track your entire healthy lifestyle. Now to get the full range of the device, one thing that you're going to want to do is sign into a Google account. If you don't have one, they're quite quick and easy to set up by just filling in a few details. To get onto the sign in page, just simply click your Play Store, and then it will ask you if you've got a new or an existing login. So personally I've got my own one, so I'm just going to be typing that in now for you. So let me just log in. Once that's done, it will go through the signing in process, which can take a few minutes in order to sync all your data down to the phone. This can also be used to sync things like your details. Once that's done, you'll be entered into the Play Store, which will be your archive to things like your apps, your music, books, magazines. So it's a massive shop that's just online, and you can use it for pretty much anything out there. Another thing that you can do through this is then download popular apps such as your Facebook one. So by tapping the search in the top corner, you can simply enter what you're looking for, in this case the Facebook app, and then simply install it. And there you go. So you give it a couple of minutes and you can see the app is actually downloading. Once that's installed, it will give you this option to open it. Once that's opened, it will just give you the login page. So I'm just going to log in quickly with my account so you can see what the general Facebook thing looks like. So there you go, I've just signed into my Carphone Warehouse account. So straight away you can see the latest news feed that's going on. You can also see your notifications, the messaging, as well as your friend requests. Very similar to the desktop version. So what I'm going to do now is just press the home button to get out of that. And now what you can see is by using your Google account to also sign into the Play Store, it will automatically sync your Gmail down to the phone. So straight away I can send and receive all my emails on the go. The last thing I'm going to show you quickly is just quick applications. So you can just simply swipe down from the top here and you've got access straight away to your notifications as well as your system settings like quickly turning on and off your Wi-Fi and your GPS. This will be really handy and especially save time on the go. So what we're going to do now is a little look between the Galaxy S3 and the S4. Down here we have a white S3 and the black mist version of the S4. So first off, let's just power up the screen so you can see straight away what the actual difference is with the resolutions. Straight away you notice the difference. Next thing we notice is the actual sensors themselves, that they've streamlined them a lot more across the front. Then we flip the units over, you'll notice they've changed around the cameras as well. We've got an 8 megapixel on the Samsung Galaxy S3 and a 13 on the S4. They've also shifted around the flash and the speaker. So that's it guys, that's been our Samsung Galaxy S4 unboxing event. I'm Adrian Novell and I hope you found it helpful. If you need any more help or advice, simply visit carphonewarehouse.com or visit our YouTube channel, which is Carphone Eye Openers. Till next time guys.